The poxy bunch of cowboys.
Don't pack it in, Joan, and we're all under pressure as well as you, you know. It'll be OK for the time being.
Cool it, Bobby. You're talking through your hat. We haven't got a hope in hell. Dave got us by the short and curlies, right? I'll tell you what, things are not getting any better. They're getting worse.
Oh, 2 pints of bitter, Dave, please. All right, Eric, lad. How's tricks?
OK. Yourself?
Sound.
Still having problems over there, are you?
All right, things could be better. What's happening with you?
Ah, not much. Listen, that lad of yours is doing OK, isn't he?
Yeah, he's in great shape, boy.
Well, we got this final coming up soon, and I just thought I might take a chance on him. That's if you think he's absolutely fit, like.
Oh, he's fit. He's good here on Saturday, didn't he?
Yeah, cracker.
Blimey, he doesn't sit down for 5 minutes. I hardly see anything of him at all now.
Yeah, well, that'll do, mate.
All right.
Listen, I'll be off, eh? I'll see you.
See you now, Eric. Take care, lad.
Nice lad, him, Jonah. Yeah, he's all right. I'm sure Barry's still doing that extension, then.
Doing something to the back kitchen, yeah.
That's not what I heard.
What do you mean?
Well, I heard the contract was for the bedroom, if you know what I mean.
No, I don't know what you mean.
Oh, God, he's a big lad now. That's what she's got him round there, isn't it?
What, Barry? And Eric's missus?
Listen, she's bang at it. You know the score. I mean, you won't get nothing done while she's round there.
I think you're making a mistake there, Jonah. Barry wouldn't be into anything like that.
Oh, come in, Bobby. OK, maybe he wouldn't. But I tell you something, I would.
Hello.
Hi.
I didn't hear you come in.
Didn't you? Would you like some tea or coffee?
Tea will be great, thanks. Oh, come on, Irene. I've got work to do.
All right, OK. I'm sure I wouldn't like to come between you and your work.
It's just, I don't want it to get out of hand, that's all.
Don't worry. It won't.
Look, I'm here to do a job, nothing else.
Yeah, I know that. And you should know that I happened to find you. You know.
Look, I know we've messed around a bit, but it can't last forever. I mean, besides all that, how's it going to look to Eric?
What do you mean, forever? We've only been at it since Saturday. 4 days isn't exactly an eternity.
Well, Eric's paying me to do a job here. For one reason or another, it isn't getting done, is he?
Oh, him, what does he matter?
You can't say that.
Of course I can. Don't you think he's been doing the same thing? Look, he lives his life, and I live mine, OK? Oh, look, relax. Don't worry. The extension will get finished.
Roger, will you get the door? Roger, for heaven's sake. Are you deaf or something?
What?
There's somebody at the door. Hello, can I help you?
Hi, good evening. I'm the inquiry officer from the TV licensing office.
Ah,
Do you have a television set?
yes. Oh, you better come in.
Ah, thank you.
Who was it?
Roger,
Oh,
this is
sorry.
Mr.
Hankin.
from the television licensing office.
Yes, what can I do for you?
Well, it's come to our attention, Mr. Huntington, that you don't have a television license. Could you perhaps tell me why? I must warn you that anything you say may be taken down and used in evidence.
Television licence? Of course I've got a television licence.
Well, our records tell me otherwise.
Well, your records are wrong, and I can prove it. Damn cheek. What's in here? Where are we? Here we are. There. If your records are so accurate, perhaps you wouldn't mind telling me what that is. Scotch mist?
This is invalid.
Invalid? What are you talking about? Of course it's not invalid.
Well, A, it's not registered at this address, and B, it's also out of date.
Just have a look.
As you can see for yourself, it's been out of date for some time. So again, I'll ask you, why don't you have a new license?
Look, I've told you once. Good God, look, we've just moved house. We had a license at our previous address and obviously it's invalid, which is obviously why you're here. Oh, for Christ's sake, man, anyone can make a mistake. Look, I'm a solicitor. I know what I'm talking about.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Huntington. Mistake or no mistake, you have committed a criminal offence.
A what? You must be kidding.
An offence which is punishable by law. And as I've said, anything you say...
Yes, well, I will have something to say, matey, and it won't be to you. What I have to say will be said to your superiors. You can't treat people like they're common criminals.
You work for a firm of solicitors?
Yes.
Then you really should know better, shouldn't you?
Do you get pleasure out of doing this kind of work?
Bye-bye.
Can you believe it? Blooming television licence, and him that odious, insignificant little snot.
Oh, come on, he's only doing his job. You didn't make it any easier for
Oh,
him.
well, what do you expect me to do? They come barging into your house, prying and snooping, and you want me to be nice?
Oh, if you could have seen your face.
Yeah, well, it's not funny, Heather.
Oh, it is for me.
Oh, that's typical of your attitude, isn't it? Eh? I'm almost dragged off to prison for not having a TV licence. All you can do is laugh. Well, you wouldn't laugh if it was you, would you? Oh, no, that'd be an entirely different matter.
But it isn't me, is it?
Oh, I see. I'm all right, Jack. God, if the Law Society find out about this, I'll be looking an absolute blooming idiot.
Gonna get hammered again, are you?
Oh, yeah, I'm a glutton for punishment. What are you doing?
What does it look like? Look at that. God, he's got this place stinking to high heaven.
I only got our cans to give you, Aaron.
Oh, you're joking, aren't you? She won't lift a finger, that one. And you and the other fella are just as bad. Sick of it, I am, honest. All the trouble at the shop and coming out of this mess.
Is that still going on? I thought you got it sorted out after you lent her the money.
So did I. Must have wanted me head feeling lending her money.
You better do something soon. We're both going to be out in your ear holes.
Woman. It's immoral, that's what it is. Talking of morals, who do these belong to?
What are they? Headache tablets or something?
Oh, come off it, Barry. You know what they are. I found them in your room. I was clearing the mess up as usual and I found them stuffed in a drawer. Now, who do they belong to?
Well, if you must know, I've been seeing this woman.
What woman?
All the Addisons. Well, it's his missus, isn't it?
What, you mean his wife? You mean you're carrying on with a married woman?
I'm not carrying on with her. I wouldn't mind, though.
How long's this been going on? And I want the truth.
Since I started the extension on Saturday. I'm not into her or anything. Honest. I just go in there to do my job and get off. But she's not having any of it.
What do you mean?
She won't leave me alone. I can't exactly tell her where to go, can I?
Why not? Does her husband know what's going on?
Eric. I hope not. He's all right. And besides that, he's the manager of the football team, isn't he? And if he gets to find out, I'm finished.
Oh, God. You've really got your priorities in order, haven't you? Well, don't you go bringing any trouble to this door, because I've got enough on my plate. Now, be warned. And anyway, that doesn't explain these away. Now, whose are they?
Well, they must be hers, then.
Oh, yeah. And you run round there every morning and pop one into her mouth, do you? That won't wash, Barry. It won't wash. If they don't belong to her, whose are they?
I don't know.
There's tea in the pot, Mum. Shall I pour you some? Was that Barry come? He's probably out with his fancy bit. Have you seen her? She's dead old. Well, she's about 35 anyway. And she's married. Oh yeah, he's told me all about her. I've seen her and all, but that was before he was going out with her. You should have seen the state of her. Do you know she had on a boob tube? And they went out with the arm. And she was hanging out all over the place.
I think you've said quite enough, madam.
Well, it's true. He is seeing her, and she is an old hag.
I said you've said quite enough.
What I mean is, well, if you're going out with someone who's married, not that I object to it. Well, I don't. But if you are, well, you just shouldn't get caught, should you? It causes too much aggro.
Oh, I see. And is that the way you do things?
I don't know what you mean.
You know, being sneaky and making sure you don't get copped.
I don't know what you're talking about. What's up?
These are what's up. You know what they are, don't you?
Yeah, you found them in our Barry's room this morning. They probably belong to that old bag even.
Yes, well, that's what I thought when I found them. And then I thought, what could he possibly want with these? And the other fella's got no use for them either. So do you know what I thought then? Do you?
I'm going.
What's the rush all of a sudden?
I feel claustrophobic and need some fresh air.
Oh, I bet you do. Anyway, do you know who these belong to? Well, do you know who they belong to?
Yeah, I do. Well, if you must know, they belong to...
Aye. What's going on here?
Nothing. I was just on my way out.
Where to?
Pauline's, we're going to talk about the holiday.
Yeah. Well, don't you be late. Do you hear me?
Hello, love?
Do you realise what time it is?
Yes, it's exactly 7:47.
You left this house at 3:30. Said you were going for a paper.
Yes, I did. Suppose there's any supper left.
I've been worried about you.
What on earth for, darling?
You've been gone for over 4 hours.
Only went for a walk. Get a bit of fresh air in my lungs.
And you could have phoned, couldn't you? I didn't know what to think. Where did you go, anyway?
Well, just around. Had a little think about things. Strange, isn't it?
What is?
Well, it's a funny old world. One minute you're there, got it all. A good house, a car, a job. All the security anyone could ever want, really. The next, it's taken away from you. Gone. Just like that.
We're not that bad, Paul. We've still got the car and the house. And as for a job, something will turn up sooner or later.
Oh, you don't believe that any more than I do. Still got the car. Only just. As for the house, good God. It's no more than a glorified chicken coop, is it? Not like the last place, eh? It's the kids I worry about, you know. Bringing them up in this environment. Bound to have an effect.
Oh, they'll be all right. They'll get through.
You know, so often in the past, I've had to ask others to accept a drop in standards, tighten their belts. So easy to blame it on the recession. Now it's happened to me, I don't know how to handle it. I just don't know what to do.
What do you mean he told you? Just like that?
No, not just like that. I found those in his room, and naturally I want to know where they've come from.
They must belong to me.
Who?
The one he's knocking around with.
Come off it, love. What would she be doing giving Barry a contraceptives to mind for her? She's a married woman, you know. She doesn't have to hide them.
Well, they didn't get there by themselves, did they? Well, anyway, who did Barry say he belonged to?
Oh, he tried to say they were hers. Then he said he didn't know. He must think I'm a fool. Well, I've got news for him.
Well, hang on, Sheila. They don't belong to her. Who do they belong to?
Like I said, a married woman doesn't need to hide them. That's the sort of trick a schoolgirl would pull.
What? You don't mean that?
Well, who else's can they be? They're not mine, that's for sure.
Oh, God. I mean, are you sure? How do you know?
I can just tell. I can read that one like a book, crafty little mare.
What would she be using them for?
Bobby, for a man who's had 3 kids, you can be a bit slow. What do you think she's using them for? They stop you from getting pregnant.
Oh, God.
Why didn't you tell me earlier?
Why do you have to turn everything into a major trauma?
Heather, I don't think you realise the importance of this invitation. Derek Hobbs is my boss.
So what?
So everything. Could be good for my career.
Yes?
There you go, with that blooming attitude of yours. The man has invited us both to dinner.
Yes, and I don't want to go.
And why not?
Do I have to give a reason? I just don't want to go,
Look,
okay?
You can't just say you don't want to go and leave it at that. Look, darling. This could be very important for both of us. Not just me, but both of us. So why can't you give me your reasons for not wanting to go?
You wouldn't understand.
Well, try me. Heather, I can't possibly understand if you won't tell me.
See you starting already. You wouldn't want to understand.
Hello? Mr. Grant? Yeah, Karen's dad. Is that you, Pauline? Oh, hello, love. Is she there? If you wouldn't mind. Yeah, thanks, love.
Is she there?
She's gone to get her. It's me, your dad. No, there's nothing wrong at home. I just want you to come home now, right away. No, you can't. I don't care what you're doing. You get home here now. Do you hear me? No, I said there's nothing wrong at home. You just get home here now. Don't have me to come down there for you.
What did she say?
Cheeky little flamer. Said she was busy doing something.
Oh, did she now? Well, I'll busy her when she comes through that door. What else did she say?
Nothing.
Is she coming straight home?
Yeah. I don't know. I never expected that from our Karen.
Well, nothing surprises me these days.
Yeah, but of all things, the blasted pill. Good God, Sheila, she's only 15 years of age.
Not in the head, she isn't.
Oh, come off it. She's still only a child.
And children don't take the pill, except for hours. I don't know, it's one thing, it's the other. First there's you at the factory, then me at the shop, Barry carried on with a married woman.
Now this lot.
And now this lot. Well, I'm sick of it. I'm just about at the end of my tether, I am honest.
Well, I blame myself. I've been too soft with her. Should have seen this coming. Anyway, that's it. From now on, she gets treated like a 15-year-old, and she doesn't go over that doorstep.
Now, don't overreact.
Don't overreact. You started this, didn't you? And don't go telling me that when she comes in this house at 15 years of age and pregnant.
See you, lad.
See ya.
Good game, eh, Barry? Still on form?
Oh, yeah. It's all us good living. Wondered what a ball tasted like on the end of me toe.
Have you got the jab?
Yeah.
How is it?
Oh, it's sound. See ya. It's a bit heavy on the juice, though.
I bet it's worth it to call the birds.
Oh, I haven't queued up to lick me windscreen wipers, if you know what I mean.
No, I don't get problems like that. Mind you, you wouldn't need a jag to collar Eric's missus, would you?
I'm not you as well. I've had that all day off Kinsella.
So is it right then? You haven't been giving up.
Keep it down with your mouth.
It's all right, she's banging it with all hands.
Look, I'm not interested. Just leave it out, will you?
You cobby.
Leave it out. I mean, if Eric walks in here and hears you mouthing off, that'll be it, won't it?
You shouldn't place it close to home, should you? See you down there.
Yeah, see ya.
Right,
see ya.
Right, yeah. You're off. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I've been off for years. All right, buddy.
Yeah, I do.
Glad you're still here. Wanted to have a word with you.
What about?
Is everyone gone?
Yeah.
You know what I want to talk to you about, Tony?
No? Should I?
Oh, come on. You must have heard all the rumours.
Rumours? What about?
About you and Irene. The missus.
What have you heard? What rumours?
Oh, just that while I've been out, you've been doing a little bit more than the extension.
Oh, you're off your head, lad. I mean, the only time I ever seen your missus is when she brought us the odd cup of tea and that. Nothing else.
I'm not saying there is anything else. I'm just telling you what I heard.
And I'm telling you there's nothing in it, Eric. It's all a load of bull. I mean, they're like a gang of our women. They just want a bone to chew on.
All right. Point taken. But I just wanted to know what was going on, that's all.
Well, I'm telling you, there's nothing going on.
In that case, there's nothing to worry about, is there? And even if it was true, I wouldn't be banging my head against a brick wall. You'd be doing me a favour. I can't bear the sight of it. Yeah. I'm just waiting for her to step out of line and then it's squared out the door with her. Anyway, you're going to be fit for the final?
Yeah, I'm sound now.
All right, then. I'll take a chance. You're in the team.
Oh, hey, great, Eric. I'm made up.
All right. Oh, a nice soft lad. Keep out of trouble, like.
See you later.
See ya.
Now in. Get it.
Ma? Well, your toast gone cold, but the tea might still be hot.
Sorry. What's all the rushing for?
Well, try looking at the clock.
It's not that late. Anyway, if you hang on a minute, I'll give you the lift in.
Oh, would you?
Mm.
Oh, that suits me. Well, I'm not standing here while you read that.
I'm glad I caught you, Mum. I wanted to ask you, it was all right whether I brought Carol round tonight. Well, nothing special, you know, just pop in, like.
I presume this one's not married.
Just for 5 minutes, and then we'll go for a drink after. Oh, go on, Mum. I mean, she's single, she's Catholic, and she's probably a virgin as well.
Go on, then. I wouldn't mind seeing her.
Good job the shop's half-day closing today, isn't it?
Why?
Give it a chance to get the house smartened up. Oh, and by the way, there's no need for me half fella to wear a tie. Come on.
Get a move on.
Hi, Joe. Hey, you're going to be late. Feel rough, do you?
Do you?
Me?
The time you got in last night.
I wasn't that late. Sammy's brother just came back from Saudi. Just dragged on a bit.
did I?
Drink your tea. Don't you want to go to work then, eh? It's not exactly hard labour, is it?
It gets me down. Well, today it does, anyway.
Be okay once you're in.
I suppose so.
Well, look, if you do feel rough, then take the day off. You are okay, aren't you?
My. An appointment with the Attorney General, is it?
Not quite.
You've taken your time getting changed.
Oh, I didn't think you noticed.
Let me see, who can it be? Lord Chief Justice? Director of Public Prosecutions?
Oh, didn't I tell you? Derek's asked me to see Smallwood this morning. You know, the warehousing conveyance business. The big one.
Well, that sounds good.
Yeah, it should be a nice big fat fee for the company and a pat on the back for me. Problem is, though, I might get a little bit involved in it.
The more involved, the better. Be a feather in your cap. Wig, whatever you legal types call it.
Yeah, but you know Smallwoods are based in the Midlands.
Wolverhampton, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it might mean me spending a little time away.
Has Derek said that?
Well, no, but I know Derek's giving me a chance on this one. He did imply that it might mean a little time away. You don't mind? I mean, it wouldn't be for more than a night or two.
No. Not if it's absolutely necessary.
Ah, if it isn't just the lady I wanted to see.
Me?
I've got the okay from upstairs for this, but what I wanted to say was I've commandeered you as my secretary for the day. Judith's ill. Her husband phoned me last night.
When will she be back?
I'm not too sure. Mind you, I'm sure we can manage without her. Dynamic duo, eh?
Smallwood popped in before he left.
Yes.
He seems quite taken with you.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed looking after him.
Good. I'd like you to hang on in there, as they say. Could do you some good. Could do us both good in time. Pity we're a bit too busy for a minor celebration. Mind you, you and your good lady will be around at Shanu shortly. Let's make it then.
Okay.
One thing. I'd completely forgotten. Angela may just have to pop down to her parents in a couple of days. I hope this won't dissuade Heather and yourself. I'm a fair cook, you know, and she leave me explicit instructions.
Oh.
I can't guarantee you won't suffer indigestion, but if you'd rather give it a miss...
No, we'd be delighted to. Even if Angela is away.
Good.
Blah-de-blah-de-blah, at your earliest convenience, etc., etc. Mind you, there's a standard last paragraph that usually goes in before we finish. It's in the main file. You don't mind digging it out? You don't mind, do you?
Is that it?
For now. I think we work quite well together.
Have you heard any more from Judith?
Well, give her a chance. I only know what her husband told me. Did you know she was pregnant? Another one bites the dust.
No, I didn't know.
I think she'll be off for a week, but I get the distinct impression it might be a bit more drastic than that. Well, her health's not too brilliant at the best of times, and, well, her doctor prescribes plenty of rest. And I'm not exactly renowned for letting my secretaries sit doing their nails.
Well, I'll just get on with these, then.
It could be permanent, Petra. I mean, we've got to face facts. What I'd like to say is, how about a drink and some lunch? Just to cement our relationship. I'll make it lunchtime.
I'm sorry, my shorthand's a bit rusty. I've still got quite a lot of typing to do.
Never mind that, I'll loosen you up. Amazing what a few drinks can do for rusty shorthand typists.
I've got some shopping to do.
Take some time later. I am the boss.
Well, actually, I said I might meet my husband. He's having lunch with a business contact.
Please yourself.
Yeah? Well, it's not easy. Look, why don't you and Sammy meet me in the slaughterhouse for a drink, eh? Yeah? Yeah, look, don't worry about it. Look, I've got to go. There's someone at the door, Frank. Okay? Look, I'll see you later. See ya. Yeah?
Next door's out there, pal. Do us a favour, take that for him, save me coming back.
Sure.
Thanks, pal. See ya.
See ya.
Nah. I'll tell you what. I'll meet you in the Chinky tonight, all right? Yeah.
Something for the groups. Thanks, love.
No. Well, I'm gonna have to go. I'll catch you later. Ta-ra.
What are you doing here?
Having me dinner.
What are you playing at?
It's only a pork pie.
Never mind pie. You know what I'm on about.
Oh. The boiler room broke down at school, so they give us an early lunch break.
Did they?
Yeah. And if you don't believe me, you can phone.
No, thanks. Probably get my fingers burnt on the receiver. Oh, and don't get your fingers burnt while you make me a cup of tea. Damon? What's this?
Dunno.
Well, I'll tell you. It's from the education department.
Oh.
Missing school, is it? And according to the headmaster, you're one of the ringleaders.
Oh, he's a liar.
I thought he might be.
It's all a mistake.
The only mistake round here is you. Damon, don't you think it's about time you sorted yourself out? You were doing well not long ago. Now look at you, skiving off.
Oh, hey, Ma.
Well, what good's it gonna do you? Me and your dad want you to stay on, go to a college if you can. Well, you're not helping yourself. In a couple of years' time, you're gonna be out of here and on the dole. Well, no job, no future, nothing. Well, maybe you don't like school, but don't you think it's worth trying? Staying on a bit longer until things get better. There might be more jobs.
Oh, some chance.
Well, what chance have you got if you get chucked out of school? Damon, there have been times when your dad and I have worried ourselves sick about his work. Can't you see we don't want that for you, or our Karen, or Barry? Get out. Get out. Get back to school. Go on. Get
The boiler's off.
Ken, get out. Get out of here. Go on, get out. Get out!
Hello.
Dinner will be ready soon, madame.
Oh, you're in a good mood.
I've had a good day.
I hope the dinner's as good then. Let's see.
Can I be faulted? In the kitchen, at least.
Hi.
Just got in.
Going out, actually.
Oh, Gavin, I've got steak for the tea.
Look, I'll be gone half an hour. I've got to pick some stuff up, that's all.
Promise.
Honest.
Hey, is this for me?
Sorry.
Have Huntington.
Yeah, delivery man brought it round this morning. Asked me to drop it off for him.
Isn't that lovely?
Dead romantic.
Must be their anniversary or something.
His way of getting you know what, if you ask me.
Leave him alone. I mean, look at this. He can't be all that bad, can he? I'll take it round after and find out, eh?
Don't stay too long. Don't want you queering his pitch, eh? Bye, love.
You can cook.
Compliment accepted. I had another compliment today from Derek. He said he thought I was handling the Smallwood case with tremendous skill.
Ooh, tremendous skill, eh?
So, not only am I a cordon bleu chef, but I'm also an up-and-coming solicitor. I learned something else about Derek today as well.
Oh.
Blast.
Oh, hello.
I think this is for you. Gavin took it this afternoon.
Oh, for me? How lovely. Oh, thank you
nice,
very
isn't it?
much.
Okay,
Lovely.
bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Who was it?
Girl from next door.
Oh, not more aggro.
No, she brought this round. Thank you, darling. It's lovely.
Oh, that's... Ah, so that's where it was, is it? Thought you'd like a little surprise.
Oh, spaghetti bolognese and a red rose. What a romantic combination. Thank you.
I'm glad you like it. Now, shall we have dinner and then...
And then?
And then we can get down to the nitty-gritty about you and Derek and the dinner invitation.
Oh, Roger. And then means something entirely different in my vocabulary.
So where is the letter? Because I'm not having him upsetting you. And just wait till I get hold of him.
He needs talking to.
Talking to? He needs a damn good hiding. He's in with the wrong crew from what I can see. And that Gizmo's dad's a deadbeat, like father, like son.
Listen, Bobby, just...
Hang on, leave it to me. Right, you. You've been upsetting your mother. And that means I'm upset. Now, you will go to school tomorrow and you'll stay. And if I hear just one word that you've been sagging, you'll have more than the school welfare officer to worry about. Now, do you understand me? And another thing, I don't want to set eyes on that Gizmo lad. Or the other one. So you stay away from them. Do you hear me? And you can spend a little bit more time helping your mother in the house. Because she's had it pretty rough since we moved here. Understood? Understood?
Excuse me, ma'am.
That reminds me. I've got a present for you, Sue.
Oh, have you? Oh, what is it?
Oh, I'll give it to you later.
Oh, come on, Heather, tell me what it is.
No, later.
Well? What do you think?
Delicious. Couldn't have opened the packet more perfectly myself.
Oh, come off it. It's all fresh stuff here.
Darling, you're the best cook I ever married.
Is that a compliment?
Maybe.
Derek's a good cook as well, you know.
Oh, is he? Better than you.
I don't know, but when we go round to dinner, we'll get a chance to find out, won't we? You're putting me in a very difficult position, Heather.
I know. I can't help it.
Of course you can. It's one evening, a few hours. What difference does that
I'm
make?
sorry.
I'm sorry. I thought I had your support, at least as far as my prospects went. I was wrong.
You're not, Roger. I am behind you. Always. I just...
Why can't life just be simple?
Look, love, I know you've had a belly full, but I am still worried about our Karen, you know.
Why, what now?
Well, I keep on at her, but she just won't say anything.
You could be wrong. I hope you're wrong. I mean, I have heard of it before, you know, Sheila. Young girls taking the pill just to ease the pain.
Oh, yeah, but still.
Oh, come on, she's not soft, is she? Anyway, even if she wasn't taking it for medical reasons, things could be worse.
What, you mean she might get pregnant?
Well, that's right, isn't it? You look as though you've had a belly full. I don't seem to remember problems like this at the old place. Have you ever thought about diving off the pier, Ed?
Well, before you reach for your cosy, love, I've got something else to tell you. Oh, Barry's bringing his new girlfriend round tonight.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. But if I was there with all this going on here, I'd be terrified.
And today, trade unionists are being asked to take part in a massive campaign to collect millions of signatures in support of a just settlement.
Frank, it's Petra. Have you seen Gavin?
Hundreds of thousands of petitions.
Well, if you run into him in the slaughterhouse, can you tell him his steak's very well done? Yeah, well, Gavin's half hours tend to get longer by the day.
This petition calls on the House of
Okay, I'll see you. Bye.
For more than 1 million health service workers, together with the establishment of long-term system of pay determination and the maintenance of a free and set provided by the various governments. He looked on them all as his personal treasure chest, and looked on them as he had sole discretion as to how they were spent.
What's this?
Your Prezi.
What, an application form for another job?
Open it and see.
I'm not in the mood.
Bet you won't be saying that later.
A TV licence, is this a joke?
It's a gesture of sympathy and support. Hey, what's so funny?
Snap.
Oh. Oh. Oh, well. We can always cash one in.
Thanks for the thought.
Thanks for flowers.
John DeLorean was the engineer son of a car worker from Detroit. He became the most... Whatever that personality that harmed us all, let's get it.
Hi, Zoe. Hey, sorry, I'm a bit late, but got a bit tied up. Is tea ready?
Where have you been?
Well, I went to see Frank and Sammy. Bit of business.
You said half an hour.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Pity you didn't think of me.
It was totally unexpected. Okay, I'm sorry. Well, is the tea ready?
It has been for over an hour.
Should be nice and warm then, eh? What is it anyway? I'm starving. I've had this splitting headache all day. That doesn't look too bad. It is hot. What are you doing?
Oh, sorry, it didn't go the way I expected.
Well, what's up with you now?
I'm looking at it.
What's that supposed to mean, eh?
Nothing. I enjoy hanging around for you, you know.
Well, look, I'm just getting a bit fed up with this.
You're fed up? What about me?
Happens every month, and you take it out on the rest of us.
Oh, and I'm supposed to wait around for that too, am I? Give it time.
Oh, don't start.
Why, Gavin? Because you don't feel up to it?
Yeah, if you say so.
If I say so, it's never what I say. It's always what you say.
I know what I would like to say.
Well, why don't you just say it, Gavin? You don't want kids, do you? Well, why didn't you just come out with it? And where were you up until now, anyway?
I told you I was with Frank and Sammy. A bit of business, okay?
What business? Beer tasting?
Oh, sometimes I can throttle you.
Last you'd see me if you did.
And sometimes I think that might not be a bad idea.
Well, if you feel that way, why don't you just go? Go on, go and do a bit of business with Frank and Sammy.
I'll see you later. If you're lucky.
I don't know. I just don't know why you won't talk about it.
Not now, Rog.
Look, why don't we talk about it properly?
I don't know. I just don't like him.
Well, he's not exactly my type either, but he is my boss. Look, H.
You haven't called me that in a long time.
Yeah, well, I haven't felt like thumping you in a long time. Why don't we go out to dinner tonight?
Oh, that sounds good.
And then we can talk about it properly.
That sounds bad.
I've a good mind to drag your friend Catherine from the convent and take her with me.
Well, why don't you? I'm sure she'd really like Derek.
Come on, Gav, I'm going to be late if you don't move yourself.
Oh, will you get a move on?
I should be getting
Wouldn't have happened.
You was driving on.
Oh, really? What's wrong with it?
It won't start.
Why?
Look, if I knew that... Oh, never mind.
Well?
Well, what?
Are you willing it to start through sheer force of willpower?
Yes. H. Bloody typical this is. You put it in to be serviced and it comes out worse than it went in.
Well, I'm going out of the cold until you've reasoned with it.
Won't start.
Really?
Sounds like you've killed a battery to me.
Then what do you suggest I do?
Either that or it's damp or flooded or something.
Oh, and you're some kind of mechanical wizard, are you?
Do you know something? Before our New Year's Eve party, I thought you was a right plant pot. I mean, I thought you were born that way, but you actually work at it, don't you?
Look, Barry, look, I'm sorry, mate. I apologise. It's the car I was sounding off at.
Look, do you want a hand or not?
Yeah, if you could. It was serviced yesterday. Exactly.
Gavin, when you get up, I'm going to be late for work. Gavin, come on. Gav. Gavin! 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 Gavin, wake up! Gavin, speak to me! Will you wake up? Gavin! 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 Wake up! Gavin! 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 You've got to come and help me quick. It's Gavin. He's up there. He's... Come and help me, please. It's Gavin. You just... Oh. It's Gavin's up there. Please come and help me now.
What's the matter, love?
It's Gavin. He's...
So what's happened?
Well, he's up there. Gavin...
What do we do?
See?
Come on, well, there's nothing else we can do now. There's nothing we can do. It's no point.
Let me see him.
It's no
Let
point.
me see him. Let
It's
me
no
see him.
point.
Now I want to
It's
see
no
him.
point.
Tell me
Stop
where I
it.
want to
Now
see
you
him.
put
I
him.
want
Now
to see
stop
him.
it. So there's nothing we can do for him now. Will you bring around to my place and I'll go to her? Come on.
Roger, what on earth?
I'm sorry, darling, just listen.
Yeah, well, if you
Heather! The guy next door has just died. She's just found him in bed.
What?
Barry Grant's bringing her around now. Now, I want you to look after her while I sort things out.
He's really dead?
Yes, but they're coming now.
Chris, well, what am I supposed to do?
Well, make her a cup of tea, listen, and let her cry on your shoulder.
I'll go put the kettle on.
Come on, love. Come sit you down. Look, look, I'm sorry, Petra, but I need to know the name of your doctor.
Dr. Metcalf.
And do you know the number?
No.
I think.
I can't.
Well, is it in an address book? Oh, where'd you keep the book?
In the bedroom. Gavin was using it last.
All right, love, look. You stay here and I'll get Heather to look after you, all right? Go sit down, Barry. Okay. Come on. Come on, love. Look. I'm sorry to dump this on you, but she needs you.
I don't know what to do or say.
Just be there, that's all she needs.
Barry's in there.
Yes, but it will help to have another woman. Come on. Come on, Beth. Shh.
I'm really sorry, Petra. I'll go make some tea.
Hello? Mr. Jackson? Hello, my name's Huntington. I live next door to your sister-in-law. Yes, Petra. Well, the thing is, I've got some rather bad news for you, I'm afraid. Gavin died this morning. Yes, I did. During the night. No, the doctor's examining the Gavin now. Hello. Yes, I'm afraid so. No, she's fine. She's next door at my place and my wife is looking after her. And I think the doctor's going to see her again. So, I wondered if you could let your wife know and perhaps get her to come over. Yes, fine. No trouble at all. I'm sorry I had to break it to you like this. Yes, okay. Right. Goodbye.
It's not the ones that go, but the ones that are left behind.
Including the ones that have to tell those that are left behind. What do you think caused it?
It's hard to say. Could be cerebral hemorrhage. There was no previous medical condition.
Does that mean a post-mortem?
I'm afraid so. Are you see?
Yeah, I presume so. You know, he was younger than me, I think. I'll be next door.
And I know you lot were your husband, I suppose. I know he doesn't like Gavin, but he's not as bad as he seems, you know. Sometimes he can be a real pig, but he's just stubborn. Mind you, so am I. Like that shed out in the back. He didn't want to move here in the first place. He said it was too stuck up, you know, toffee-nosed. Not that everyone is, but they just seem like it, don't they? We used to live in a flat above a shop. It wasn't much, but it was big. High ceilings and all that. Didn't mind Gav's cookers out in the yard at the back there. He said it gave them some sense of security. That's why he didn't want to move. Ever since we moved here, there's been trouble. Your husband being stupid about them and writing to the council. Your brother and his mate shifting them about. And he only ever moved here because of me. He doesn't want kids. Well, not really, anyway. Just likes living the way he does. Live for today is a motto.
The doctor will be in a moment.
What did he say?
Well, he's not exactly sure what happened yet. He might have to,
What?
Well, he might have to take him into hospital
And cut him up?
to ascertain the exact cause.
I don't want that. I don't want him cut up. No, it's not all right. Where's the doctor? I'm going to tell him.
You don't have much choice.
Don't I? He's my flaming husband, isn't he?
Sit
I
down.
don't want to sit down. I want to see the doctor. Oh,
Ah, Mrs. Taylor, how are you feeling?
All right.
You won't do before much longer, I'm afraid. You've got someone coming over, I understand.
Your brother-in-law's coming over.
I'm afraid there are a few formalities that we have to go through. Would you like me to wait?
Look, I'll look after all this if you... Can you give her anything, Doctor?
I don't want anything.
Oh, it's all right. I'll only give you a mild sedative. No matter how you feel now, you're going to need it later.
No.
Look, it's all right. The doctor knows what he's talking about. It's okay. Could you get this, Barry?
Yeah, sure. If I can get my car going.
Could you stay?
Look, I'll go and get it.
Would you like another cup of tea, love?
Could you put your arm around me again?
Yeah.
Sorry.
What for?
For being a nuisance.
Don't be soft.
Gavin used to call me a nuisance. He said I made everyone's life a misery. I didn't want her to stay.
Why?
No. She's not like us, is she?
She's all right.
But you understand, don't you? About Gavin, I mean, like, you knew what he was on about. These don't. They're nice enough, like, but they just don't understand. He liked you, you know.
The local registrar's office will give you the death certificates as soon as we've had the results of the post-mortem.
And I don't suppose he left a will?
Probably not.
So there'll be the letters of administration to sort out for the insurance policies, if they've got any.
You should have. She works for an insurance broker or something.
Well, she shouldn't have any immediate financial problems then, if they're covered.
You've been through all this before?
No, not personally. I work for a solicitor. How do you think she'll be?
It's difficult to say. It's an old cliche, but it affects different people differently.
Just go and check.
I'd better get back. The ambulance will be here any minute.
Right, do you want to go out the back way, save disturbing her again?
I'll pop back in to see it before I go.
Now, there's no need to talk like that. No one hates anyone.
They acted like it.
That's because it's bloody horrible, isn't it? I mean, I should know. I got the flaming doors for him.
What about work?
What about it?
Well, shouldn't you be going?
Oh, it's all right. I'll still be there tomorrow.
You sound like Gavin.
Suppose we heard a bit alike. Your brother-in-law, the one that's coming over, what's he like?
He's married to me sister. She's probably at work now. He works shifts. He's a really nice bloke.
Could you go and stay at theirs for a bit?
I don't know, I haven't seen her marry in ages.
Why's that?
She's got kids.
What?
They used to get to me.
Oh, yeah. I know what you mean.
No, you don't. We've been trying for 18 months.
Oh.
That's why we had the row last night. Same thing every month. He'd been out on business as usual, Frank and Sammy. Business between drinks. It's not really his fault, but I don't suppose he ever took it seriously. And I was just a miserable cow.
I never thought that.
How do you know? How will anyone know now? He charged out last night because I nagged him. I never come back till gone 11. And I'd gone to bed, so I never spoke to him. Except the last time I spoke to him was in a row, and now I'll never ever...
Mr. Jackson, you the bloke who phoned me? Yes, the doctor's in there now waiting for the ambulance to, you know, fetch us in our place with another neighbour.
My Christ, it's a shock, is this? Marie's on her way over, pet sister, but she wanted me to come straight here. It's quicker than collecting her at work. My Christ, it's a shock, all right. What happened?
Found him dead in bed.
He was younger than me.
Younger than me, too. Doctor thinks it might be a brain hemorrhage.
Christ, it makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah. Do you want to come in and see her?
Well, I don't want to if I was honest about it, but... look, you go in, all right, and I'll tell them where to go. Right. It's this one here, all right.
Where's Mary?
On her way, love.
You heard that?
Yeah, love. Don't worry, eh?
I live across the close. I'll just go and see if I can help out or something. See you in a minute.
See you down there. Okay, you got to... Right, I'm going to... Julie.
Where is she?
Her brother-in-law's with her.
Are you sure she doesn't see this? Of course you can, love. Come and stay for as long as you can.
Thanks. I think I'm going to.
No! Gavin, no! Don't cut her off! Gavin, no!
Come,
Bring him back!
Take her back inside.
No, because I'll bring him back!
Take her back inside. Did you get the prescription?
Yes.
Can you give us something immediately, Doctor?
I'll take it to your bedroom.
Of course.
At least this bit's over.
Yeah, the worst is still to come for her, though. Still, should be all right. In time.
Yeah. Suppose I'd better go and phone and work. Tell him what's happened. Hey! You're not such a clown after all, are you?
Don's final demand.
Well, don't let your father see it till he's had his breakfast. Give him a call, Lucy. Have you got everything?
Yep.
Well, I'm not coming over like I did last week with your swimming trunks. So you're absolutely sure? I must have been mad. Dad, breakfast.
Coming.
Homework?
I've got everything, Mum.
Oh, no, I didn't want to bacon, Mum. Well, it would have been helpful if you'd mentioned it before I cooked it.
Oh, well, you can always give it to Dad.
Oh, I'll have it.
Pig.
Pig yourself.
Morning, everybody.
Morning, Dad.
Was that the post? I thought I... Why aren't you dressed? Well, you said you were taking them to school today.
I didn't, did I?
You know I wanted to make an early start on the washing. I'm meeting those people at 11.
What people? Oh, I forgot. Look, I'll go and get ready, won't you?
It doesn't matter. I'll take them.
Oh, just hold on.
No, Paul, we can't wait. I'll take them.
Well, if you're sure. Did the milk come? Huh?
You know he's always late on Fridays, Paul. You ask me every week.
Oh.
Right, come on, move it, Gordon.
What people?
I'll get the car out. I take it you did remember the petrol?
Yes, of course I did.
Right, come on, you two.
Bye, Dad.
Bye.
Bye, kids.
Dear, that's all I need this morning.
pick up the Guardian by any chance?
I said you didn't pick up the Guardian, did you?
No, I didn't.
Only I got one, just in case.
Why the hell didn't you get any petrol?
Petrol?
There was barely enough to get the children to school. Why do you tell me you do things when you don't?
I could have sworn.
Well, I damn well did. Now, for heaven's sake, Paul, get out of my way. I've got things to do, even if you haven't.
I'll be outside if you want me.
Fill this up for us, pal, so I can do the back.
I beg your pardon?
I want to do the back.
What about the front?
Done it, pal. I don't muck about, you know.
Oh, you couldn't possibly.
Like they say, time flies when you're having fun.
Are you telling me you've cleaned all these windows?
Yeah, that's the top and bottom of it.
Like hell you have.
Hey, no, come on.
I haven't had time to do them.
Oh, bloody well have.
Don't you swear at me. I've been watching you.
You what?
You were over at number 9 when I came in. Well, you couldn't possibly have.
Look, pal, I'm not arguing with you. Do you want me to finish the job or not?
No, I do not.
Suits me.
There's plenty of men now would be glad to earn this money. So you needn't bother coming back. Feel like a cup of tea?
I haven't got time.
Anything I can do?
I have to leave the rest of this to you.
Oh, right. Anna, you know that window cleaner? Well, you wouldn't believe
I've
that.
set the dial. All you've got to do is to turn it to light spin when it's ready. Do you think you could manage that?
What on earth's the matter with you?
The matter is I'm late. I should be in the church hall by now.
Don't worry, you'll be all right.
I've got to change yet.
You're all right as you are. Anyway, it's not of world-shattering importance.
Thank you. And for heaven's sake, shave.
Can you believe it?
Yeah. It's hard to take, though.
Bet it's taking it all right, though.
Don't think it's it here, yeah, Frank. See that yellow one there? I cut my thumb putting that on the wagon.
See that cooker? I nearly ruined myself getting that off the wagon. Have you seen that clown from next door?
He's all right, him. Sorted out all the insurance and that for it. Sent some cracking flowers and all. Has she said what she's going to do yet?
She hasn't. Dear Marie's going to take her over to their place for a bit.
Best idea. She'll be wanting to get rid of all this garbage.
Yeah. I can't see her wanting to keep the business on, can you? Do me a favour. Keep an eye on her for me.
Okay. Still hard to take, though, isn't it?
back. Meeting went on a bit longer than you expected, eh?
Finished 10 minutes after I got there. Then we all had coffee.
Oh, where have you been till now, then?
I had things to think about.
Turned out all right.
Just about.
You weren't let down.
Oh, yes, I was let down all right, Paul. You see, people expect people to arrive on time. I thought you would have remembered that.
Oh, for goodness sake, Anna. It's only a charity do, not a meeting of the CBI.
It was important to me. I had to have some social life.
Yes, I know. But be fair, it was my idea you find something in the first place.
But there isn't much point if you don't actually let me get there.
All right, I'm sorry. I admit I forgot to take the children to school this morning. Did you have to do the washing today? Most people do it on a Monday.
I happen to be going to have my hair done on Monday. That is, if I'm ever allowed to get there.
Well, you could have done it this afternoon, even.
Paul, what's the matter with you?
Sorry?
Well, you're supposed to be doing the weekend shopping this afternoon so that you can take Gordon fishing tomorrow. Or have you forgotten that as well?
Lord, there's so much on my mind lately.
Like what, for heaven's sake?
Like how we're going to survive. A minor problem, I admit. See the bills this morning? Manweb? My God. Remember the trams?
Trams? What on earth?
Yeah, used to be hundreds of them shuttling all over the city by the minute. 2 men's wages to pay and using as much electricity as they wanted. Now, 30 years later, we've got to go around switching off lights to save a pound or two. I'll never understand why we have to subsidise British Telecom.
God.
Well, I'm browned off. Before we know it, there'll be the water rates.
Please, Paul.
Well, I think I've got every right to complain.
But not to me. Are we going to Astor, or aren't we? You haven't even taken the washing out.
I wasn't sure what to do about it. It didn't seem to want to spin dry.
God, even the children know how to work it.
Came across these old snaps of Amsterdam while you were out. Remember this?
Didn't know we still had them.
I just got my promotion. We went to celebrate in that Indonesian restaurant off the Liechtenstein.
Of course I remember.
Klaus was there. Klaus von Marek. And Jakob. What's his name? Went to the Persian Gulf. What about the doing now?
Did you pay the milkman?
Oh, sorry, I missed him. What was his name? Took us to see that strange old mother of his in Volendam. Now, there she is.
Now, I owe you £2 for the window cleaner, and you owe me for the petrol. Is there anything else?
I thought you'd be interested. We had some good times.
And they're over. It's no good harking back to those days.
Well, if that's how you feel. I sacked the window cleaner, by the way.
You did what?
Tried to work a fast one. Literally. Well, he picked the wrong man. I told him if he wasn't prepared to do the job properly, he needn't bother coming back again.
So now we don't have a window cleaner.
Had my eye on him while he was doing number 9. Quite an education. Oh, that chap's got inertia, elevated to a fine art.
And who, might I ask, is going to clean our windows?
Someone will turn up.
My God, that's it! You're bloody useless. Do you know that, Paul?
I hardly think...
You do damn all to help yourself or anybody. Or me.
I do what I can.
Oh, yes. Writing letters which nobody wants to read, or moaning on about how badly off we are.
That's not fair, Annabelle.
Fair? How do you think I felt when the Broadbents came over at Christmas?
Well, at least they want to keep in touch. And I can always rely on Stan to tip me the wig if anything crops up in my line.
Well, I shouldn't bank on it if I were you.
You never know.
Oh, that's just like you.
What have I said now?
Oh, never mind. But I'll tell you this.
I want to keep up some semblance of civilized living, like clean windows, for example.
Well, that was pure highway robbery.
Oh, yes, well, at least he does something. He doesn't sit at home all day and do nothing.
Oh, I see. That's it, is it? Maybe you'd like me to go around shortchanging people, would you? Do a spot of burglary, steal a car or two? Plenty of that going on.
Oh, don't be so bloody ridiculous!
Hello?
How did you know where to find me?
You always used to come here to think things out before we were married. Don't you remember?
So I did.
Well, there's not much point to it, you know, just sitting here.
There's not much point to anything as far as you're concerned. You mooch around the house. You don't even shave unless I bully you.
Well, I'm not going anywhere, am I? Quite frankly, I've lost count of the number of jobs I've applied for. I don't think I like being rejected time after time.
But don't you realize those jobs aren't there anymore?
What are you talking about?
You've got to face facts. Those jobs aren't there for you anymore. Don't you see? You're applying for the wrong jobs.
Not making any sense.
No, it's you that's not making any sense out of this whole situation. You've got to adapt. And it's the only way to survive. You ought to know that. If you don't, you'll go under. And I'm warning you. If you do, you're not dragging me and the kids down with you. I mean it.
Well, what's going on? I've waited ages at that station.
I don't know. Dad left a note saying you had to go out.
Well, when will they be back?
When they arrive.
What about tea?
I'm making it.
So it's beef burgers again.
Yeah, well, they're quick.
It's funny Dad didn't say when they'd be back.
That's what I thought.
Hey, where'd you get all this ban the bomb stuff?
School.
Better not let Dad catch you with it.
He'll have to get used to it, won't he?
There'll be a row.
Look, I'm going to join, and he can do what the hell he likes. If you'd any sense, you'd join as well. Make us a cup of tea first.
All right.
I was sure there'd be something there for me.
Oh, Paul.
Anyway, the reply came this morning. Nothing. Can't go on like this, Anna.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Like writing begging letters. All my years of training and experience wasted.
What do you think it's been like for me? I feel totally isolated. I don't even have anyone to talk to.
I know.
Do you?
Of course I do.
It's losing nearly everything that gave us our identity.
I thought you were coping.
I thought I was too. But I can't help remembering how things used to be.
Those old photos of Amsterdam didn't help either.
had so much to look forward to when we got married. Such high hopes for the children.
Gordon will still get his chance.
What about Lucy?
She'll make out. Lucy's got character.
She's got no social life at all. She's so unhappy at that school.
Let you all down, haven't I?
Don't talk like that. Can't you understand that I can put up with most things, but not your self-pity?
Thanks very much.
Look, I know most of us have got it to a certain extent, but it creeps up on you like an insidious disease. I had to get away.
From the source of infection, you mean?
If you like. Look, I'm not cut out to be a nurse.
But if I don't get a job, what am I going to do?
Well, try using your talents in a totally new direction.
Like what? You tell me.
No, you tell me. Well, you've got to start making decisions.
And if I do, will you go along with them?
If they're right for us, yes.
A year ago, I wouldn't have to ask you that question, would I?
Look, you've got to understand. I've got to live my own life. Not feeling guilty about you, not wondering what's happening to you all the time. Now the children are older, I don't want to swap mothering them for mothering you. And you've got to understand that.
I do understand it.
And accept it.
Well, I'll try.
Try isn't good enough.
Shall we go? Let's go.
What do you mean?
My tights, they've gone, haven't they? You're the only one who's had them.
Oh, yeah, what about Sir Damon? He wears blue bloody tights as well, you know.
That's more my colour.
Just get a move on, eh?
Hello.
Oh, what time is it?
Oh, about 8:30, I think.
Oh, no.
Relax. Everything's under control. I've cooked the children their breakfast and they're on their way. Room service, courtesy of the management. I thought you deserved a little special treatment after, you know. Well, come on, chop chop before it goes cold.
Oh, it looks delicious.
Oh, I don't think you're having it all to yourself. Come on, move over.
How long are you going to be buried? It's 20 to 9 now, you know.
Not long. Have you seen the plasters anywhere?
They should be in a tin in that cupboard. How did you do that?
I just did it.
It's Let's have a look. Have you been mixing it again?
Some stupid idiot stood on my hand and straining last night.
Well, let's have a look. Oh, that's horrible, look.
Yeah, it's just one of those things,
You're
isn't
gonna need a bandage for that. You'll get an infection in it. You're shaking like a man with no hands. What's it here? Have you cleaned it?
Yeah.
You did it in training, did you? Oh, yeah, I believe that. Have you showed me, Mum?
Oh, why, yeah. If I showed it to her, she'd have the holy water out straight away.
Where did she dash off to this morning?
She said she had something to do.
Wouldn't she wait for a lift? She's probably gone to Mass to pray for me soul.
Still giving you stick about that.
Especially me, Mum. The way they dragged me out of Pauline's the other night. Just 'cause they found the pills.
Should have told me yours, Kat.
Oh, yeah. I can just imagine there's been murder. I mean, I can see a point in a way. She thinks I can't, but I can. But I just think she's making too much of it. Everyone takes a pill these days, don't they?
I don't.
Oh, very funny, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm only taking them to regulate my periods and that, but if I told her, she'd be convinced I was out scutting us every night. Is that too tight?
Oh, that's great, that, thanks. Look, Karen, do you want me to have a word with her? See if I can iron things out a bit for you?
With your track record, thanks but no thanks. No, I think I better sort it out on my own. Oh, I hate this house, I really do. They're always treating me like I'm just a...
Naughty little schoolgirl.
Oh.
Right, come on, grab your satchel and let's get going.
You're as bad as them.
I'm not, Karen, I'm worse. Come on, fatty.
Oh, play. What do you mean now?
I mean, I want to stay here and molly coddle you for a change.
Oh, because of what happened yesterday?
Absolutely. It's a cynical and cold-blooded exercise to recapture your affections. Look, I know things have been rough lately. But I never again want to neglect you. Us. And I'm determined to get us back on our feet again.
Oh!
What's the matter?
What about the children?
Gone. Sent them packing.
On foot?
Absolutely. What now? Oh.
Oh, come in, Mrs. Grant. Sit down.
Thank you.
Right, what's the problem?
Well, there's no problem really, Doctor. Well, not with me, there isn't. I've come about my daughter, Karen.
Yes?
Well, you see, as you probably know, Doctor, she's only 15 and I found these contraceptives at home.
By contraceptives, I presume you mean the pill?
Yes. And I just want to know if they're hers, and if they are, did you give them to her?
Well, have you spoken to,
Karen?
To Karen about this?
Not exactly, no.
Well, you see, Mrs. Grant, you've placed me in a bit of a dilemma because we have a code of practice whereby anything that happens between myself and a patient is strictly confidential. It's rather like being a priest, really.
That's all very well and good, Doctor, when the patient's an adult. Karen's only 15. Look, I'm worried about her, that's all. I just want to know if they're hers, and if you gave them to her, why?
Yes, well, would you just like to wait for a moment, Mrs. Grant? Shan't be long. Ah, yes. See? Right. Well, in view of the fact that your daughter is only 15, I shall reveal to you just on this one occasion her case notes. Well, your Karen suffers from a very common complaint of dysmenorrhea, Mrs. Grant.
What's that?
Period pains.
Oh, I see.
And that's what Karen came to see me about. And I prescribed for her a mild contraceptive pill, which, yes, can be used as a precaution against pregnancy, but I can assure you this was not the case with Karen, Mrs. Grant.
Surely you could have given us something else.
Well, apart from aspirin, no, not really. I mean, what I prescribed for her is the most sensible thing for her complaint. I might add, you have a very sensible daughter, Mrs. Grant.
That's as maybe, Doctor, but she should have come to me first. I don't know why she didn't.
Well, perhaps she wanted to avoid all this. Anyway, those are the facts. Don't be too hard on her, Mrs. Grant. She really did the most sensible thing, you know.
That's a matter of opinion, Doctor. Well, I'm very grateful to you. At least now I know. Thank you for your time.
Goodbye, Mrs. Grant.
Lucy! Mr. Collins?
Are you talking to me?
Been looking for you. You are Lucy Collins?
Yes.
Simon Reynolds.
Ah, the head boy, no less.
For want of a better title.
And what would you be wanting with a lowly fifth former? Detention, suspension, expulsion?
No, an invitation. To a meeting of the Brookside Committee of School Students.
Oh.
Well, Mr. Rawlins suggested you might like to come along.
Ah, trying to put my continuous complaints to some practical use.
Well, the whole school knows about you. We're fed up with it. Well, there's no point being here unless you're going to work for the organisation of the school. Well, Brookside's a good place if you work hard for it. Well, will you come?
I might.
I'll see you at 3 o'clock outside the 6th form common room, OK?
Do you really think you can put my apathy to some use?
Yes, I do.
What's the meeting about, then?
It's the Teachers' No Cover campaign. I've heard you're not so apathetic about that.
Oh, yeah. Who have you heard that from?
And my spies are watching. Oh, don't worry, they're not here at the moment. I'll see you later, then.
If I don't come, will your spies come and drag me there?
We'll see. But it would be easy if you came on your own accord.
OK.
What are you thinking?
Nothing.
Come on, tell me.
You wouldn't like it.
Try me.
Just did.
Come on, tell me.
Really want to know?
Hmm.
Well, it was an old Mau custom. And they polished someone off. Loss of life, loss of manhood. You know how strung up they were about virility. God, I'll never forget the first time I saw it. A couple of young lads from Glasgow. Only been out a few weeks.
Is that what making love to your wife reminds you of?
No. No, I was thinking back to the times in the army before we went into action. The night before, everyone got tanked up. Tried to get a woman. In case they never came out. Hardly ever succeeded, though. Everyone was so intent on drinking away the thoughts of that jungle. By the time they picked anyone up, they were incapable of doing anything. When you came out, you'd survived. And then anything that moved was fair game.
I don't think I want to hear about it.
Gave me some insight as to why the Mau Mau were so keen on virility symbols. If you could do it, you'd survive to another day.
Is that what we've done? Survived?
At least for the time being, eh?
You're a bore sometimes.
Can't we all?
You know what I mean.
I know.
What great campaign is it this time?
Malaysia. 6 weeks in and 2 weeks out with a little slip of a...
Now that I definitely don't want to hear.
No, perhaps not. But it's part of my educational process, which I'm always grateful to pass on.
How much did it all come to in the end?
You mean before or after they decided whether we should pay for the woman behind's 10 packets of disposable nappies?
After.
Well, after it came to £36.50 and £15.24 for the drinks. It's £50.84 altogether.
Well, I don't feel so guilty about it then.
No, it's quite good value in there if you shop carefully.
No, I mean about not getting any flowers. Can't afford them.
No.
I mean for the poor chap down the road.
Oh, the infamous Mr. Taylor.
Must be terrible for his poor wife.
No, she's young. She'll get over it.
I dare say. Tragedy all the same. Take her a whole lifetime to get over it.
I think that's a bit of an exaggeration.
Perhaps we should have sent something.
No, I don't think so. After all, we didn't know the man very well, and what we did know him, we didn't like very much.
Well, when I see her, I think I'll ask her in. Well, do something. Well, we must make an effort. You could perhaps help her get a garden into shape or something.
Yes, I will. Of course I will. I'll give practical help, Annabelle, but I don't see the sense in wasting precious money on a token. She'll find our company and support far more useful than a bunch of wilting flowers now, won't she?
Yeah.
Well, so don't you go on worrying about it, eh? Right?
Right.
This is Lucy Collins. I've invited her to the meeting.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah. Tony, Graham,
Hello.
Hilary, Sue, Jane. Right? Well, what's happening?
We've been discussing the agenda supporting their new team, their no-cover campaign. In effect, it means if a member of staff is off ill or something, the union refuses to cover for them.
And you're in support of that?
I like to think so.
But why? I mean, aren't you aware of the problems facing pupils in this school?
Of course we're aware.
Well, what do you intend to do about them, then?
Hang on. Have you come here to cause trouble?
No, of course not. Simon just thought it'd be a good idea if I came and helped, that's all.
Oh, yeah. Why?
I would have thought why would have been obvious, but if I have to spell it out, it's because I want a good education. And I'm determined to get one. I would have thought that's what you all want as well.
Yes, we do all want an education.
Well, that's fine then. Then I want to do something about it, but now.
Any suggestions?
Yeah. I think we should pinpoint every failure in this school. Like out-of-date textbooks, for instance.
Not enough teachers.
No, overcrowded classes.
Yeah, that's just for starters.
Hold on. We've talked about this all before. But there's very little we can do. We've got to understand that some things are just beyond our control.
Well, there's no point in having these meetings if you're not going to do anything about it.
Hang on a minute. We don't even know her. You can't just come barging in here making demands and proposals.
I've neither barged nor demanded. I was invited. I've been trying to say some of these things for ages.
I thought it would be a good idea to get a younger pupil along, or someone who viewed the school more objectively, or haven't been here so long.
I've not come to argue or to fight. That's just what they want us to do. They want us to fight each other so we'll have no energy and no motivation to fight them. What we should be doing is organising ourselves.
She's right, you know. We've got to organise ourselves.
Yes, and in such a way that they have got to see our point of view. What we need is more people on our side, more power.
And then what happens?
Well, then we have a meeting, demonstrations.
And what if it fails?
It won't fail.
Yes, but what if it does?
So we've lost nothing.
Except time and energy.
You should think positively. You've got to demand what's rightfully yours, a good education.
I think we're all agreed on that.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Well, then the battle starts here. Let's start it now.
What are you doing?
What does it look like?
No, I mean, why are you hiding in there?
Oh, Damon, I'm going out.
Where?
Damon, just out.
Hey, are you still getting the old battered ear hole treatment?
What do you mean?
You know about being on the Jack and Jill? Well, you're not on it, aren't you? Oh, I mean, everyone's on the pill these days.
Damon, just pass me that damn cloth, please.
You should understand, though, shouldn't they?
Who should?
My mum and dad. I heard them talking about it.
What were they saying?
You know, just about how you're too young to be on the pill.
Who was? My mum or my dad?
Well, both of them, really. But mainly me mum.
Yeah, well, I'm not interested in what they say. I'm old enough to make my own mind up about it.
I agree. You could be married if you wanted, couldn't you?
What are you rabbitting on about?
Well, you are.
I'm not.
Well, what are you on the pill for, then?
Oh, Damon, you just don't understand.
I do.
You don't. All right, then. Do you want a biology lesson? Well, you know every month when a woman has a period.
Oh, Karen!
Oh, Damon, come on, you big kid. Do you want to know or not?
Yeah, go on.
Well, I've got dysmenorrhea.
You what?
It's bad period pains, and the only way to get rid of it is to go on the pill. Okay.
In that case, why are my mum and dad kicking off about it if you're only taking it to ease the pain?
Because they've got bad minds, especially me mum. She's convinced I'm not discussing it every night.
Why aren't you?
Damon, I just don't want to.
Well, if you're going to get the blame for it, you may as well, mightn't you? I could fix you up with some of me mates.
Oh, yeah, like who?
Oh, how about Gizmo?
Oh, real man, how are they doing? I wouldn't touch him with a barge pill.
I know, he's got a head like a robber's dog, hasn't he?
More like beans on toast. Anyway, what do you want?
Nothing.
Some skin, you know.
I don't want anything.
I was just feeling dead sorry for you. Hey, remember that time you battered Golly Gallagher for me?
Don't ever tell anyone anything about that. Because if you do, I'll swing you round by your earl and all, okay? Anyway, what's that got to do with now?
Well, I was just like sticking up for you because you always used to stick up for me.
Yeah, well, stick up for me about going to Mass, eh?
You stick up for me?
Damon, it's going to take two of us, and I don't want to spend my Easter holidays in that church.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Well, Mummy, Mum and Dad are on at me. I may as well get it over with in one go.
Dodgy.
Oh, Damon, you're getting cold feet again.
I'm not. It took our Barry 6 years, you know.
It's two of us.
All right, then it'll take us 3.
Oh, Damon.
Hey, what's that smell?
Oh, he's scared. Oh, I'm going to kill you.
Yes, but something has to be done. They just haven't got a clue.
Who are they?
The student committee at school. Their ideas are fine, but they're just not organised and amateurish in their approach. They don't appreciate what it is to have a proper campaign plan. It's all about survival, isn't it?
Yes.
What?
Oh, nothing. Just something your father and I were talking about this morning.
God, yes, what got into him this morning? It was a bit like his old barracks routine. Well, it was dragging us up half an hour early so we could learn how to catch the bus. I mean, what's that supposed to mean? Poor old Gordon was still half asleep.
Well, I happen to agree with him. Think it'll do you both good.
Right sprightly he was. Got the distinct impression he was trying to get rid of us, actually. Hope you're taking adequate precautions, or are you past the need to worry now? What? Well, I mean, we can't afford an extra mouth to feed, can we?
Lucy!
Is he any good?
What?
In bed, I mean.
Well,
I just wondered.
Well, he may have his limitations, but I...
Oh, my God. At least one section of the family is happy.
Why'd you say that?
I'm public enemy #1 again, with Gordon. Makes a change for you, eh, Lucy? Well, how was school today? As depressing as usual?
Yeah. What's wrong with Gordon?
He wants to go to Angus Crawford's at the weekend.
Well, what's wrong with that?
For an all-night party.
Oh. So you've said no?
I said I'd think about it, but the answer would probably be no.
Which he took to mean no.
Right, you. Where are they?
Don't say hello, nothing, will you, Karen?
Barry, me tights, where are they? You've been wearing them for work, haven't you?
Look, Karen, I work on a demolition site, not in a strip club.
Yeah, and woolly tights are warm under June, so give us them.
Well, I'm not taking them off now. Look, here's £1. Get yourself a new pair.
Barry, they cost £3.
Oh.
I'll still have the £1 then.
Hey, Karen, can I have a lend of your lipstick tonight?
But Dad, he hardly ever goes out. I mean, it's hard for him. His friend's over there and him over here.
Well, I've offered to give him a lift, but he seems to think it's got to be all night or nothing.
Oh, let him go.
Look, we've done our best. We've come to a sensible compromise, and if he can't agree, then he can't go.
I just think you'd save all this time and trouble if you said yes.
We can't just say yes to make our lives easier. Got to make an effort. Well, you wouldn't thank us in the long run if we let you do exactly as you pleased.
Dunno. Think I'm old enough to look after myself.
That's enough. We'll discuss it. Might even talk to Angus's parents.
Poor Gordon.
Poor us.
Karen. Karen, over here.
Who is it?
It's me, come here.
Now I want to see your face.
It's me, stupid Jeff.
What are you doing lurking there?
I wanted to talk to you.
But why here?
In case your old man sees me.
Well, I'm here now.
Yeah.
Well, come on.
Well, I picked up this information on the estate. I thought you might be interested.
I'm not interested in gossip.
It's more than gossip.
Well, what is it? Well, come on, what's this information?
It's about that lad you used to hang around with, Dwayne.
And what makes you think I'd be interested in him?
More like what's happened to him.
What?
Being done over.
What do you mean?
You know that block of masonettes he lives in?
Come on, me tea'll be getting cold.
Well, he found him last night at the bottom of the stairs.
What had gone on?
Don't know, but it wasn't an accident. Someone had been gunning for him. And it'd be a long time before he uses his legs again as well. Whoever done it properly.
So what are you telling me this for?
Thought you might like to hear.
I'm not interested in him. He deserves all he gets.
Well, if you're not interested, perhaps your Barry will be. Because whoever done it must have damaged themselves as well, mustn't they?
I'm going. I'll see you.
When can I see you again?
Karen, hang on a minute, will you? What? I want a word with you.
What about? Shouldn't I ask?
I went to see the doctor today.
And?
And she told me she prescribed those pills for you.
Oh.
Never mind, oh. It's a serious thing, you know, for a 15-year-old to be taking contraceptives.
But I don't see it like that.
Oh, and what way do you see it, then?
If you'd been to see the doctor, you would have understood. So why are you putting me through the 3rd degree?
Why am I? Don't you think it upsets me the way you've gone about it? Hiding them in Barry's room and denying they were yours?
Whatever way it's gone about it, it's kicked off on me. I didn't go out my way to upset you.
Why couldn't you have told me about it at the beginning?
Because you wouldn't have understood. You had to go and see a doctor and you just didn't trust me.